Hi, beautiful people. Come on into the room. Happy Saturday morning. I hope you guys are well. This is just an impromptu broadcast this morning to encourage someone out there that delay does not mean denied. Delay does not mean denied. I just felt to come on in and encourage you all this morning. This is an unusual time for me to be coming on, but nonetheless, somebody needs to hear this word today. That delay does not mean denied. I am just going to hop on in and share this broadcast to one of my pages here. So just bear with me as I come. Yes, I was on earlier, but some weird thing happened. Hi, Brother Chris. Thank you for joining the broadcast. Delay does not mean denied, guys. Be encouraged today. I don't know what you're trusting God for. Thank you for joining from New Zealand. I'm not sure what you're trusting God for, but delay does not mean denied. Delay does not mean denied. So I want you to come with me to the book of Genesis, and we're going to read from verse 15. Sorry, Genesis 17, and we're going to read from verse 15. And God said to Abraham, "As for Sarai, your wife, you shall not call her name Sarai, but Sarah, which means princess. Her name shall be, and it will be, and I will bless her, and I will give you a son by her. Yes, I will bless her, and she will be a mother of nations. Kings of people shall come from her." Then Abraham, we're in 17:17. Then Abraham fell on his face and he laughed. I know some of you are laughing because you're like, Lord, you promised me this thing such a long time ago and it has not shown up. But Abraham laughed. So if you're laughing in your heart, you're in good company. Um, so he said in his heart, "Shall a child be born to a man who is 100 years old? And shall Sarah, who is 90 years old, bear a son?" And he said to God, "Oh, that Ishmael." So Ishmael is the outside child, okay? Should Ishmael might live before you. Hi, Caroline. Carolyn, thanks for joining. Let's read that again, verse 18. And he said to God, "Oh, that Ishmael might live before you." But God said, "Sarah, your wife, shall bear you a son indeed, and you shall call his name Isaac." Isaac means laughter. "And I will establish my covenant of, of solemn pledge with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his posterity after him." And God went on to talk about the promise for Ishmael. But I want to encourage you this morning. I don't know what you are trusting God for, what God promised you, what you're petitioning Him for. But I want to share with you, delay does not mean denied. As you go on to read the story of Abraham and Sarah, you will see that Abraham and Sarah actually had the son that God promised. I know sometimes, when we're waiting for something, it takes a while and we can be discouraged. I remember when God gave me a prophetic word when I was single that I was going to have children and that my firstborn was going to be a son and that I should name him Isaiah. So fast forward, got married, and I was petitioning God. I was like, "Lord, where is this?" Every month I'm looking for Isaiah because I'm married, looking for Isaiah every month, and still no Isaiah showing up. So, some of my friends who are intercessors, two ladies in particular, when they traveled to the US, at that time I was still living in Barbados, and my friends traveled, and what they did is they started to prophetically buy gifts for Isaiah. And one year, I said to the Lord, 2006, said, "Lord, I'm going to go down to Bridgetown in Barbados and I am going to also buy a gift for Isaiah." The sun is coming up here on the West Coast. Well, so you can see the sun shining in my face. That I was going to buy this gift for Isaiah. And so I started to buy some onesies. And so I'm just encouraging you in the Lord today. And I bought the onesies. That was 2006. And a cousin of mine who had kids long time before, she said to me, Julia, are you ever going to have children? And I said to her, I opened my mouth and I said, next year. So that was 2007. I actually got pregnant with Isaiah in 2007. And I just want to encourage you that delay does not mean denied. If God has promised something to you, God is going to get that something to you. So be encouraged this morning, just like He promised Abraham and Sarah their own child. And Sarah laughed. She laughed. Well, Abraham, I didn't, I've read that scripture many times and not realized that Abraham laughed. But Abraham laughed in his heart. It's like, Lord, oh, the sun is coming up really strange, guys. And Abraham laughed in his heart. But you, whether you laugh or not, trust God. That's the moral of the story. That's what I came on to share with you today. That delay does not mean denied. So that's my short broadcast of encouragement today. Trust God for the promises that He has made to you, knowing that He who has made the promise is a promise keeper and it shall come to pass. So you be blessed. Have yourself an amazing Saturday. Delay does not mean denied. Be encouraged today. Bye.